What is going on, you guys? Warrior Studios here, and today I am very excited to be reviewing Lego Bionicles, the Bohrok. We have Pahrak right here, we have Kohrok right here, we have Lehvak right here, we have Nuhvok, Tahnok, and Gahlok. And if I'm mispronouncing these names, I apologize, but they're kind of hard to pronounce. These guys were released in 2002 as a part of the Lego Bionicle theme, and I'm very excited to have these here. I got these guys off of Bricklink. They came in great condition. Their instructions, I do not have their box, but I do have their instructions. The instructions are in great condition. Unfortunately, there was, as I said, no canisters, but I can overlook that, seeing that I got these guys cheaper than their actual release and for the condition that they're in. So, that being said, I'm going to review them right here on camera. So, we're going to start and just take a look at one and then look at like the different features off of them, because they're all pretty much clone sets except for their shields, color, and on some cases the Krana inside, which we'll get to that in a minute here. Okay, taking a look at Tahnok here, you can see he's pretty well sized. He supports a color scheme of orange and red with a little bit of black and a tiny bit of blue, and of course there is some white on his teeth. You can just see some detailing on his feet here, moving up to the connector joints here. His body's got some gears inside there. His arms have a pretty good range of posability. I mean, there's really not much you can do with them since they're just shields. The legs have okay posability. They're not the best, but they're pretty good. His shields, I believe, are exclusive to this set. You can see they have flame coming out here. And these like little holes right here, and then a little pinhole right there, so that you can attach it in different ways besides the axle right there. You can see this body is kind of chicken shaped, so he kind of overall gives kind of a look of a chicken, bok bok bok, which his function makes him kind of even more chickeny later, which I'll show you. You can see, let's see, the little lever back here looks pretty nice, and that's for his action function, which I'll show you here in a minute. And the green rubber band is just, it's just green, and no, it just obstructs the color scheme. There's no other green on this set anywhere except for this rubber band. But, you know, I mean, without it, the function doesn't really work very well, so I'll forgive it. You can see the eyes here, pretty nice color. Some white teeth here, supported by a little pin which connects into this black piece here. You can see the look of like little pistons and stuff. You can see his neck right here. If you remove, you can open this right here. You also can see the eyebrow right here that kind of goes next to the eyes, makes him look mean and evil. You can see the Krana Vu in here. And so if you open that, you can see the Krana better. This is Krana Vu, which I will get into the Krana here in a minute, but let's continue our little look at him. You can see better the eyes, better on the teeth. You can see kind of that area light comes through when you use the action function, and that just pops right into place. I like how all these parts fit really well together. So that is Tahnok, and we're gonna go over functions with Nuhvok. Alright, so we have Nuhvok here, and we're just gonna you can just see he supports the black, dark gray, and green color scheme, and he has a Krana Za with a Z. There's two Zas, but I'll get to that in just a minute. But this is Za with a Z, and it's that nice lime green. He looks pretty good on his colors. He's built exactly the same, and real quickly I'll just show you his shields here, two pinholes at axle hole, kind of like these pounding things so you can just destroy the earth and stuff like that. So we're gonna go over functions with him, or functions, since there's really only one function, but it's really fun to use. This little lever back here, you can just press that down, and you can see his head goes forward, kind of like a chicken. Buck, 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 buck. But no, all joking aside, that's pretty fun to do. He can like destroy, you know, smash into things, just, you know, but there's another function in here, and I showed you with Tahnok, maybe I did not, but you can wiggle these, so that kind of can fly out. If you just kind of take him, since I take Nuhvok and take Pahrak here, and you just kind of hit each other, eventually you're gonna, hit the eyes, and then it knocks the Krana out. So, real quickly, I'm just gonna hit his Krana out. Let's see. So by hitting the eyes, come on, come on. Like that. I would not suggest doing this very much though, because it can bang up the teeth a little bit. So I would suggest being careful if you do that. I mean, just bashing them together can be a little dangerous if you ask me. I mean, you could damage them. Overall, he's built the same, but his colors are nice. The detail on him, still very nice. So, there is another little thing that they can do, which I will go over with Gahlok. Alright, so Gahlok is here. We'll take a quick look at his color scheme. He's got dark blue and light blue color scheme with orange as the eyes and Krana here. You can see, good detail. The shields are like these fin things with a pinhole right there. Still, pretty nice shield. I think it's one of my least favorite of the shields, like second least favorite, and I'll show you my least favorite here in a minute. For Krana here, I'll take this off. We have the Krana bow, which I'll tell you it's, powers and abilities later, but that's not important right now. So, the other little function that they can do is they can curl up into balls, and I'll show you why, or I'll tell you why. So you can curve their little feet and put them kind of like this. Sorry if it's kind of hard to see. I'm not a pro at doing this yet. And just by taking their arms and just putting them up here, they can curl up into like little ball things. So it's a mode for transport for the Bohrok to roll around. But also in their stasis they would be curled up. And unfortunately I do not have the boxes with me, but they can clip using a piece up to the roof of their boxes, or the lids, and you can take the wrappers off and they're clear, and it looks like they're in stasis, which looks really cool. But unfortunately I did not have the boxes because these came without the boxes. But hey, at least they came with the instructions, so still pretty nice. You can still open this up if you want. You can't use the function very good because it kind of comes over these little rubber band holders, so it kind of locks it into place. And there's ways you can just kind of, open it up. Oh, didn't lock it so good. But still, that's pretty nice. So Lehvak here with the dark green, mata green, and the lime green color scheme with the red eyes and Krana looks pretty nice for color. I mean, you can see everything really plays well with the nice dark red eyes here and the nice mata red Krana in there. Looks really nice. I like this kind of trans red. I really do. He's got a Krana bow as well as Gahlok. That's just because it's how it came. So his shields are like these kind of little crab pincher things, a little pinhole here. Kind of not really sure. I guess acid. You can shoot acid out of it, seeing that that's his element. I do not like their asymmetry because, it kind of does that. Don't really like that. But overall, he's built exactly the same as the other Bohrok, except that the rubber band actually works well with the color scheme with this guy. It does that also for another one, which I'll probably go over next year. Yeah, I really like it. Lehvak's really great. I do like the colors. He's one of my favorites. And that's saying something since I love these guys all almost equally. Okay, Pahrak here. He has the brown and tan color scheme, and with the dark green eyes and a dark green Krana. Now his little shields, they've got two pinholes here, and they're very interesting shaped. It kind of looks like, it could smash up rocks or whatever. Not really sure what he would do with them, since Nuhvok here, he's got these pounder things. He's Tahnok, he's got the fire coming out, and Gahlok, he's got like fin things. So I'm not really sure what these would be used for, but they still look visually appealing. And I mean, you can imagine him smashing into rocks or whatever, so pretty nice. He's got a Krana Sue right there, a green Krana Sue, and looks pretty nice. Pahrak is definitely a really cool Bionicle character. Last but certainly not least, we have Kohrok, and he supports a white light gray, and this is the old light gray. I forgot to mention that this is the old dark gray on Nuhvok, but he's got the light gray and light blue eyes and Krana, which looks pretty nice. And of course he's the snow Bohrok, so he's got some nice ice saw shields here. He can saw through ice, and the green sticks out a lot on this one. White feet, these black connectors, he looks pretty nice. The teeth really blend in there, and I forgot to mention, but everything kind of blends in with Nuhvok here, but the teeth blend in with Kohrok here, and he's got a Krana Za, and that's spelled with an X and not a Z. This is kind of the main advertised Krana, so I'm kind of glad to have one of those. And overall, he's built exactly the same as the other ones, but you know, with his color differences and his shield, but still built exactly the same. Okay, so now the matter of Krana, which I got a little list off camera here, which will help me out with some of the names and stuff. So, starting here, we have Krana Za, and you already saw this one. This one's spelled with an X. We have Krana Yo, which I do not have a Yo. We have another Za here with a Z. We have Krana Ja. We have Krana Vu, Krana Su, Krana Ka, and Krana Bo. Starting up here, Krana Za, I believe that's how it's pronounced, allows the Bohrok to form complex strategy plans. Krana Bo here, or Yo, sorry about that, Yo, allows the Bohrok to tunnel through almost any substance on Montanui, which is the place where they're from. Krana Za allows its Bohrok to communicate telepathically with the others in the swarm, also gives the Bohrok the ability to read the minds of other beings. Okay, so Krana Ja right here allows the Bohrok to detect distant obstacles, so that's pretty nice, that's handy. Krana Vu here, let me find it on my list here, Vu, okay, allows its Bohrok to fly short distances, that's pretty nice. Krana Su here gives the Bohrok enhanced strength, that's pretty nice for a conquest. Krana Ka here allows its Bohrok to shield itself and others from attack, that's pretty handy. And Krana Bo here allows the Bohrok to see in the dark. So that's pretty nice, you know, a good array of powers, and it comes, of course, all of these in every color. So it's random, as I said, or did I? There are 48 varieties of Krana, all these, and each, so 8 for each breeds here, and it can come in any color. So you can see all of them, all of these, in blue. And it's a random chance to get them in the set. So my random chance for Tahnok was a Krana Vu. So you can get any 8 of those, and they're very collectible. Same with Lehvak, which mine was a Bo. Kohrok, mine was a Za. You can see Gahlok here, mine was also a Bo. For Nuhvok, mine was a Za with a Z. And then for Pahrak here, mine was a Su. So that's pretty nice for the Krana, each one giving their, the Bohrok different powers to help the swarm, so, you know, like flight and different stuff. So I guess Tahnok here is going for a fly with that Krana Su there. Alright, that's Su, right? Yep, that's Su. Nope, that's Vu. Sorry. Now that all that complex Krana thing is out of the way, I would like to take a look at the instructions, since the art on them is the same on the box and I don't have the boxes, but also just how well these were taken care of. I mean, there is some slight floxing around the edges, not on this one, but there was a little tear, but I think my brother kind of made that one worse when he touched it. These are from 2002, so that makes them 15 years old, and I'm still very impressed on how well they've kept over the years. I mean, you can see some of the art there. Really nice. Let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. I'm not going to go step by step. You can see, and there's even little combi models in the back here, which, if I can show you if I can find the page. Come on. Don't do this to me. Do I have to go? Okay. A combi model. And there's 2 different combi models. So this is using Pahrak, Tahnok, and Nuhvok. And you can see the back here is where I got that picture of. Yeah. Even a little comic book. If you want to see these in more detail, just pause the video. Yeah, so these are really nicely taken care of, and I appreciate to the seller of this, who I will put a link in the description down below, so check that out if you want to go check out this guy's seller. Pretty good prices, which I'll talk about that here in a minute. Pretty good prices on the sets, so definitely go check him out. Little bend right here, I'm not sure if that was shipping or I did it. It's possible I did it at this point. There's a tear here, which was just a little tear, but my brother was looking through it, and it's kind of from where it kind of just tore it a little bit more. I'll repair that. It pains me to see that. Little bend right here. That's not too bad, and the seller did a great job putting that back into place there. He is really good condition. Once again, all these instruction manuals are just in such great condition, and I was very pleased with how they came in a baggie, which they'll be kept there so that they don't get water damage or whatever over the years. I mean, I know I was, the day I had them, they were in front of me, and I was watching a funny YouTube video, and a wad of spit went flying out of my mouth when I started to laugh, and so I was like, I'm so glad the baggie was there. So that was really nice. All in all, what do I think of these guys? Well, I absolutely adore them. Seeing that for a good amount of my life, I've always wanted one of these. I mean, even as a little kid, I would sit there and I'd look at them and just think on how awesome they were. And so now having them is an extreme joy and pleasure, just to have them here, to hold them in my own hands, to see them with my own eyes. It's a lifelong dream of mine that's been accomplished, and with the great condition that they're in, considering that these guys are used, I love it. I mean, that's really great. The seller, I will definitely give a link to him down in the description below. Go check him out. I believe these guys were about $8 when released. I bought this off the seller for $6.50, except for Kohrok, which was $8. So still pretty good. There was some, you know, the joints are kind of loose on some of these guys because they're 15 years old. Kohrok had a little bit of some dirty stuff on it, but which was very easy to clean with the little Q-tip. But once again, stuff probably over the years. These were pretty well cleaned off. If you want, just kind of like this guy, I did it a little bit, just to kind of get a little bit of the wear and tear off. Not really wear and tear, the kind of dirty off. You can just take a Q-tip, but once again, these guys weren't really dirty. I mean, there was a little like, they're not brand new is what I'm trying to say. But for the set wise, they're pretty good sets. I mean, they're clones of each other, which is a little their colors are great. I love the colors on all of them. This cost about $54 with shipping and stuff, and I ordered with a small box, so that's pretty good prices considering all these guys. And $6.50 and originally $8. I mean, you think that they would go up over the years, but no, this was a pretty good price I bought them for. So I'm gonna stop jabbering now and say, probably my favorite here is Nuhvok and Lehvak. Those are my 2 favorites. I'm not really sure which is over. Going down the list, then it's Pahrak, Gahlok, Tahnok, and Kohrok. Those are my favorites. Though Tahnok, of course, is kind of the most advertised one, so I understand that. So, all in all, I really like these guys. I've been talking for almost over 2 minutes now. So, I really like these guys, and if you guys get a chance to get your hands on these, I think go for it. I mean, they're still out there. I saw a YouTuber opening one of these guys in brand new condition. So if you can find those, score. But for the price these guys were, I'm glad I got them. So thank you guys all very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. It greatly helps me out, and I appreciate it a bunch. And I will see you guys in the next video. So long for now.